Have you ever noticed that the people who usually talk behind your back or make fun of you for trying something new and getting out of your comfort zone, failing, and then doing it all over again, those people are making fun of you? Have you noticed that they're all ugly people? And I don't want to sound like I'm face shaming, but it's true. I've never seen one pretty person that's ever backstabbed or talked shit about someone behind their back. It's always ugly people. Because, I don't know, I'm already 23. I've done a lot of going out of my comfort zones, those type of things ever since high school and then going college. I've always tried new things. I was always this person that never was scared of going out and failing and doing it all over again. And of course, that would mean like a lot of people who already have high expectations of me and then see me fail. They laugh at me, they make fun of me, and I see them and they look ugly. That's why when people actually try to make fun of me for trying something new, I really just think like it that's is that really like, do the ugliness of a person affect who they are in their character? Or is it just them, like, it's just them projecting because they always see themselves in a mirror every day before when they wake up, and then they see an ugly ass person in front of them. That's why they project their hatred to somebody else who's actually kind of cute, and also at the same time going forward and then just doing all of your whatever's outside of the comfort zone. I don't know why, but people who call me cringe back then, because I was extra. Like, I was this kid that always wanted to be extra in all of my extracurricular activities, all of my projects. It always has to stand out. It always has to be this amazing thing, or else I wouldn't do it. And I remember my classmates, my friends, my closest friends always tell me before, like, bro, why are you so cringe? And I always just shrugged it off before, because I just knew that they don't understand it. But I just felt like it was a part of my nature to always just do those things. And look what that did to me. Like, my extraness, my ambition, and like me striving for something great has given me a full-time, like a lot of successes. Like a full ride scholarship in the United States was one of them, which is something that now I'm in my dream school. I'm doing my dream life. I'm doing things that I've always wanted to do, because I've never really cared about what they think. Like, I always just, okay, I hear them. I hear that. You cannot not hear them if they're around you. But I don't really like care about it, because I know that what I'm doing is something that would help me in the future, and is something that I've always wanted to have for my future. Why would you even listen to somebody whose life you don't even want to live in? Let that sink in. Why would you listen to someone whose life is miserable? Whose life is something that you don't even want? If they're telling you, oh, bro, you're cringe. Why are you doing that? Why are you posting your TikToks? You look so ugly. Why are you thirst trapping? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? It's like, in this world, there's no room for enjoyment. It's all about getting traction. It's all about getting views and people listening to you. Where's the fun? Where's the fun in just creating and just wanting to do things because you want to do it? Not because you want other people to see what you're doing, or have a lot of people watch what you're doing. Not that you want to become successful in something. Like, you just want to do it because you love doing it. And if these people call you cringe because you're doing something that you love, look at what they're doing. They're just looking at people who are doing things, because they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything at all. They're just stuck in their phones, in their rooms, miserable. While you go out of your comfort zone, create something new, and then just do whatever the hell you want, because we only live one life. You don't know when you're gonna die. You're gonna die tomorrow, you're gonna die later, you're gonna die soon, or when you're 67? We don't know. So why the hell does their opinion matter? You have to listen what your heart says, what your calling says. Because once your calling reaches out to you, that's the time you have to grapple it, like your life depends on it. Because if you don't, it's gonna leave you. I've read something like that, like the idea where the universe is giving you something and it strikes you at the moment you really need it, and then you feel like, oh my gosh, that is my calling. But you're gonna be like, but what if they think about this? What if the people say this, that? Then you just miss the universe's calling for you. So once that happens, goodbye. It's game over. You're gonna live your life depressed because you didn't follow your dreams. You didn't follow what you were meant to be. Gosh. I have I have even close friends that call me cringe for doing some things that I've always wanted to do. And I've cut them. I've cut a lot of them because they're not helping me grow at all. And we're already adulting. If that person in your circle doesn't help you grow, you gotta let them go. Because if you let them stay, and you know that this person is always just trying to bring you down, like doing things like, oh my gosh, yeah, let's do this, like let's film. They're like, you're cringe. They're already weighing you down from what you're meant to be. So why you gotta hang around with that person when you can find someone who can inspire you? I have this one friend that I'm very inspired. Like, she always does these things that are very ambitious, and I've always been inspired by her. I'm struck by her because, like, even in international competitions or like being in business, being in the business side, like she's like a CEO or something. She made it her own business. Like, I knew her when she had nothing, and then when she was growing and growing and growing, and I'm just so proud of her. And I just keep on putting her in my circle, because whenever I see her striving and just doing things, failing and doing it again, it just inspires me to do more, rather than having someone in your circle that doesn't really do anything at all except making fun of people who are doing things. You know that if you keep those people in your circle, you're bound to be like that one day. You're bound to make fun of people who are trying because you never tried at all. Because you're gonna be like them. It's just like the rotten apples in a basket. It's true. It's not just a metaphor. It's real. You gotta audit your circle. Because you don't know. You're supposed to be successful already. But because of the people around you that you're stuck with, and you're afraid of letting go, they're keeping you from where you're destined to go. Sometimes it's really just the people around you. Or is it? Or is it because of you? Because you don't do anything about it. Cut your losses. Cut the people who are not giving you anything at all, succeeding in your life. Like, they're always just making fun of people who are doing things. Even if they're making fun of someone else. Like, if they're not making fun of you for doing things, but they're making fun of someone else, that person is highly likely making fun of you behind your back. I'm not joking. You'll know a real one if they see even a random stranger, they support them. Like, oh my gosh, they did this and I'm so proud of them. That's a real one. That will support you even if you do things, fail, and do it all over again. I'm just ranting right now because everything just, when you're bored, you don't have social media, and then those memories just go back. It just hits you really hard and you just want to rant. Yeah. it's it's a crazy thing. Just imagine, what would your life be right now if you didn't listen to the people around you, to those naysayers, to your friends who are making fun of people who are trying? What if you just keep quiet and do what you're meant to be? Or just do whatever you love. Don't mind the views, don't mind if they call you trying hard for posting on TikTok. What if you just really try doing things because you want to express yourself, not because you want views? You just want to do it. What would happen? Have you ever questioned yourself that? Because remember, 1,000 years from now, 2,000 years from now, nobody's going to remember you. And nobody's going to remember everybody. So why do they matter? Why does anybody around you matter? When in the grander scheme of things in life, nothing really matters. So take that as a good thing and just put yourself out there. Get out of your comfort zone and just do things that you've always wanted to do. This is your sign to just do it. Gosh, the wisdoms of not having social media is really just flowing in my mind right now. Like, why does it really matter? You know? The earth is gonna die one day. The sun is gonna explode one day. I don't want to be nihilistic and all, but if you take that as a good thing, you'll do things that you've always wanted to do. So why does your mom opinion matter? Why does your dad's opinion matter? Why does your friends around you opinion matter? When, in fact, you were born on this earth with a mind. You have a free will. Why don't you use that free will and listen to yourself? You're your whole own being. Listen to yourself right now. What do you really want? You will deserve that. So cut the crap. Cut the people around you that are not helping you grow. Start watching content that are gonna help you move forward in life, and stop brain rotting. It's a trend, but I don't know why people like that trend. Well, with moderation, I guess, but because it's kind of fun too sometimes for people. But like, if you want to move forward in your life, you just gotta do it. Focus on yourself and do what you're meant to do. Yeah. You really just gotta do it. Man. I remember when, like, back in high school, I've never really listened to every single one of them. And now now what's funny is they keep on asking me, like, how did you do this? How did you do that? Like, how did you reach this type of dream? How, like, you're so inspiring. What happened? How did you do this? Well, exactly how I did it before, but you made fun of it. Exactly the thing that you've been making fun of your entire life in our high school. They don't understand for some reason, but they'll realize it eventually. That's how I know I'm gonna be successful. That's how I know in this life I'm not meant to be poor. I'm not meant to be not successful, because I'm just too ambitious. I'm just too, like, I'm just too confident, strong, pretty. I'm just too, I don't listen to people at all. Like, I've always just listened to what I really want to do. And if I want to do it, I'm gonna do it, whether you like it or not. That's why like Not Afraid by Eminem is my jam. Like that's my favorite, one of my theme anthems in my entire life. Because if you just see the lyrics, it's like, I don't give a damn what you think. I'm doing this for me. So fuck the world, feed it beans. If it's gassed up, if they think it's stopping me, I'ma be what I set up to be. Without a doubt, undoubtedly. And all those who look down on me, I'll tear apart their balcony. Somewhere along the lines. But yeah, you get my point. But yeah. You gotta be strong for yourself, kid. You gotta be strong for yourself. There's nobody else is gonna do that for you. Nobody. At all. But yourself. So this will be your constant reminder to just do those things that you were meant to do. And one day they're just gonna ask you, how did you do it? How did you reach that point? I just did what I was meant to do. I remember this one quote. It says, I'm not extra. You're just not enough. Or somewhere along the lines. Like, I'm not being too much. You're just not much. And that's alright. We're born differently. So if you feel like, yes, I'm meant to do this, people will think you're too much, you're too extra. You're gonna think for yourself, I'm not being too extra. I'm just being who I am. Maybe it's just, you're not much. You're just in a different field than I am. And that's okay. I won't listen to you because it's what I meant to do. And do whatever the hell you want, you feel like you're meant to do. Because we only live one life. Remember that. We only live one life. Don't listen to other people. Start listening to yourself. Because I remember, like, the 1,000 years, 2,000 years thing, it's because of an anime called Attack on Titan. I'm pretty sure you're familiar. A lot of you are, because it's popular and it's like one of my favorite animes of all time. Like, if you see the ending, the tree, like where Eren was buried, and like the people, and then Eldia, like, oh my god, spoilers alert. But yeah, just skip a few. Yeah, but you can see Eldia like getting more and more, like having more buildings, getting more civilized, and people. There are different generations going, and it's just like until it's like a different whole era. I'm not sure as well if you've read a manga called Billy Bat. That's like one of my favorite manga from Naoki Urasawa. It's like about different generations and going forward and asking what's really the purpose of life, if there's like a grander purpose. It's like thinking, are we even gonna exist 2,000 years from now? Like, even with the geopolitical tensions rising. That's why this is really something that you have to just think for yourself and do whatever you want. Because at the end of the day, whether or not it matters is all up to you. This nihilistic view of thinking everything's just gonna blow up one day, you can either think of it as a good thing or a bad thing. Take it for whatever it is and just use it, and use the most benefiting mindset that can help you move forward in your life. Me, I've always used that mindset. Like 2,000 years from now, nobody from today is even gonna exist. So why the hell would their opinions matter? And let's close it with that. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you next podcast. I better see you moving forward and chasing your dreams. Okay?